Black History Month. Hey y'all, what's up, what's up, what's up? Guys, I am back. First, let me say thanks for the love, for the support. The subscriptions are going up. Come on, remember, keep telling your friends, keep sharing, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to hit me up in the comments. I will respond. Now, I have been going back and forth with trying to decide exactly what it is that I wanted to touch on next. So I've been kind of waiting and allowing life to lead me to my next topic. And then voila, we are on the very alpha of Black History Month, the 1st of February. And so to all my brothers and sisters of melanin connection, let me say a happy Black History Month to you. And indeed, it is a happy Black History Month. And if you don't think so, just grab a history book and begin to read. And you'll understand that there is a whole lot for us to celebrate. You know, but I've been thinking there have been a lot of things that have been happening. Yesterday we had a tragedy that most persons have been reacting to, but that's not just it. There have been a lot of things, and I've been bombarded with a lot of thoughts and ideas, but there is one that is pervasive in my mind that I really want to touch on today, and that's identity. Who are you? Who are you? Because you see, I've come to realize that many persons would have missed out on golden opportunities simply because they didn't know who they are. These are not just young people, children, teenagers who you'd think, all right, they're going through identity crisis, they're trying to find themselves. No, all old people too, the older folks too. All of us have a journey, and our journeys are never the exact same as anybody else's. Why then would you want to walk in somebody else's journey? Walk your own. Walk your own, man. Walk your journey. It's important to know who you are, because without knowing who you are, how do you figure your purpose? How do you get to understand this is why I'm here? Without first gaining a knowledge and an understanding of this is who I am. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this happens overnight. I'm not going to say it's going to happen or like that, or if you do this, then there's no magic potion. But at least be on a path of discovery. You know, I grew up under circumstances that I didn't recognize as adverse until I became more exposed to the wider society. It wasn't until I really got to high school that I realized just how materially impoverished we were. But then even with our material lacking, can I tell you that we were so wealthy? We didn't go to bed hungry. We had our parents there to support us. And growing up in an inner city community where you watch men and women, boys and girls who you grew up with, who you grew up amongst, and you watch them die in their own blood. And then you watch others who you could tell that greatness was in them, and you watch those flames of greatness diminish to ashes. What makes the difference? How did we survive? How did we thrive to the point where we are excelling? Haven't gotten to the complete story yet. We're still on our journey. But how? Why did those persons who succumbed to the pressures of the inner city succumb the ways they did? Why didn't we? You know, I'm a firm believer that as parents, we have a mighty task, and we're going to be held accountable by the Almighty. And many of us as parents have failed our children and are failing our children. And that is why they don't know who they are. And if as a parent, you don't know who you are, how can you then teach a young king or a young queen who they are? So I'm encouraging you. Figure it out. It's not too late. Even if you're 99. Even if you're 99. I recently stumbled on a video where I saw an elderly woman. Wasn't even that elderly. She was in her 50s. It was an African story. It was a video I watched on YouTube, and it said that she didn't even register. She just got some fabric, made her uniform, and went to basic school. She just went to basic school. And this woman would have spoken that, at times she felt like quitting because persons were ridiculing her. But you know what? She's now a senior in high school at 50-something. Many of us would laugh too. But guess what? I'm sure that today she has more knowledge than she had 5 years ago. And if she continues on the path she's on, won't she get to where she's going? Listen, man, figure out who you are. And to do that, you can't walk another man's journey. So as we start out on this Black History Month, my brothers, my sisters, whatever your race, whatever your creed, whoever you are, find yourself. Find your purpose. It's there. All of us will not have the same leading, but at least, God of grace, you must be led to something. You must be led to something. And let us not be selfish on our journey, because it's together that we overcome. Our ancestors have proven that blood, sweat, and tears, but together, stronger together. And so I'm just encouraging you on this Black History morning. I'm encouraging you to stand proud, stand tall, and make your impact. I've been an educator for almost 2 decades and a counselor. And can I tell you, my purpose has been defined by the greatness that I've been able to inspire in others. I want to give a shout out to a couple of my past students just recently. Zidane sent me his graduation pics. Big up yourself, my Iconian. Mr. Salmon. And there's so many others that I can think of. Jafari, Candice, Janice, so many, Shanash. I mean, the names pop and I may not remember all of them, but these are children, young people who I would have encountered. And when I see them now, stepping into their purpose, it made my purpose worthwhile. It can't be for you alone. Bob Marley said it, if I and I life is for I alone, then I living is in vain. So you've got to ensure that while you are finding your purpose and going on your journey, hand in hand, we're walking together, we're doing it together. We're doing it together. I want to encourage somebody. It's not too late. Start now. I want to encourage somebody. Make a U-turn, put down the gun. Leave the negativity behind. We are who we are. But you know that old adage that says birds of a feather stick together? It's no lie. Surround yourself with greatness, and I make no apologies for saying that. Surround yourself with people who are purpose-driven and they have goals. Because guess what? Very often, even if you are a purposeful individual, if you surround yourself with people with no purpose and vision, you will perish. And so I'm encouraging you, surround yourself with greatness, because greatness begets greatness. Surround yourself with people who can help you to elevate. And as you are elevated, you elevate others. There's nothing worse than a man who has been bestowed much and then forgets where he or she is coming from and begins to trample on the heads of others to reach your bound to fail. And so for you to accomplish your greatness, you have to remember to outstretch that hand and help somebody else. My brothers and sisters, one love.